Disclaimer: please don't eat any of these level maker item blocks at home, as online internet challenges can often include risky and illegal behavior, serious harm, or can lead to poisoning if any of these level maker item blocks are consumed. Hello guys, welcome to another The How Long Would You Survive After Eating Each Level Maker Object series video, and this time, it's going to be about the discussion of the consumption of every item block that exists in the entire Level Maker app. So guys, in my last The How Long Would You Survive After Eating Level Maker Object series video, I discussed the truth about the consumption of each item and object in the Level Maker app in the How Long Would You Survive After Eating Each Level Maker Collectible and Object video, but this time, in today's video, I'm going to discuss the truth about the consumption of each item block that exists in the entire Level Maker app. So, the first item block I'm going to talk about is the door. In the Level Maker app, doors are physically locked and require a key to open a door, and you can have a maximum of 2 doors for each level in the app, and the door item block has 2 different types for each level, including the yellow and brown door that's colored in a shade of yellow on the outside, and brown in the inside and has vertical dark brown stripes, and the blue door that's colored in a shade of dark blue or teal on the outside, and the inside that's colored in a shade of a lighter teal or cyan color with dark blue or teal stripes in the item block. But here's the truth about the consumption of this item block. Doors have dyed wood on their internal structure, which is poisonous for consumption, and according to my research on Google, eating dyed wood is a medical emergency that can lead to severe poisoning, internal burns, organ damage, and even death, and the exact health risks depend on the type of dye or strip, the type of wood, and the amount of dyed wood consumed. Not only is the door made with dyed wood, but if it's locked, the metal chains can be dangerous and can lead to serious internal injury, blockage, or poisoning. While a small, smooth object might pass, a metal chain is likely to be long and could cause an internal injury like a bowel perforation, a hole, or obstruction if it gets stuck, especially if the metal chain is sharp. So anyways guys, let's move on to the arrow. The arrow in the Level Maker app can be turned in any direction at an angle of 360 degrees in the level editor, and with every 360 degree turn of the item block, it will increase its size, and with its increased size, if you turn the big arrow at a 360 degree angle again in the level editor, it will go into its original size. The arrow glows in each sprite of the item block with glow stick liquid inside the arrow that cause the arrow to glow in each sprite of the item block. And lastly, the last trivial fact about the arrow in Level Maker is that the outer structure of the arrow is plastic. But, here's the truth about the consumption of the arrow. Like I said earlier, the inside of an arrow has glow stick liquid that makes the arrow's glowing effect, and the outer structure of the arrow that's made of plastic. According to my research on Google, if you try to drink the glow stick liquid, it will likely cause a brief, bitter taste, and may lead to minor mouth and stomach irritation, as the ingredients in glow stick liquid are non-toxic, but can be irritating. To treat it, use a wet clean washcloth to wipe the inside of the mouth, have a person rinse their mouth with water, give them a small amount of water or milk, to help dilute the liquid and soothe the throat, but don't give a person more than 4 fluid ounces of water or milk to avoid inducing vomiting. And finally, something to watch for while consuming the glow stick liquid that's inside the arrow or mouth irritation, stomach upset, skin or eye irritation, and glowing lips. So anyways guys, let's move on to the starting sign. The starting sign can occasionally be used for the start of levels in the Level Maker app, and the arrow in the starting sign is pointing to the right. In fact, it used to be impossible to remove the arrow sign and the erase mode feature in the level editor section in the Level Maker app before the decoration of the starting sign is created. But here's the truth about the consumption of this item block. The starting sign's outer interior is made of wood, just like the box that I talked about in the How Long Would You Survive After Eating Each Level Maker Collectible and Object video that was created 2 days ago. And eating wood is harmful because humans lack the digestive enzymes to break down its primary components, cellulose and lignin, and ingesting wood can cause physical damage to the teeth and digestive tract, and lead to gastrointestinal issues like nausea, vomiting, and constipation, and the risk is higher with large or sharp pieces of wood, especially if they're treated with chemicals, according to my research on Google, which is in the previous video. So anyways guys, let's move on to the checkpoint flag. The checkpoint flag can be used for saving your progress in a level for when you're about to fill in a level, and once the player touches the checkpoint flag, it will turn green to indicate that it's active, but if the checkpoint is inactive, it will be red in default to indicate that it's inactive, because the checkpoint hasn't been touched by the player, and it has to do with the stripe and the checkpoint flag. But here's the truth about the consumption of this item block. According to my research on Google, if you swallow it would pass through your digestive tract without causing any serious harm, but at other times, it could get lodged in the throat or windpipe, causing coughing, wheezing, or difficulty breathing. So anyways guys, let's move on to the finish flag. It would run to the same fate as the checkpoint flag, but is far more longer than the checkpoint flag, standing at 2 game units tall, causing the same risks as the checkpoint flag, but slightly more dangerous than the checkpoint flag. Even the V2 version of the finish flag can be far more dangerous than the classic finish flag, as it can give you the same risks as the classic finish flag, but far more dangerous than the checkpoint flag and finish flag combined, standing at 5.02 game units tall, since the 16 pixels of the V2 finish flag stretch beyond the grid, making the V2 finish flag 5.02 game units tall. So anyways guys, let's move on to the warp blocks. Even the warp blocks contain slightly less slime than like the Slimer enemy I've mentioned in the How Long Would You Survive After Eating Each Level Maker enemy video, but is toxic and unsafe to eat thanks to the ingredients like glue and borax that can make you experience digestive issues, like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, and in large quantities, it can be fatal, according to the Missouri Poison Center and Healthline. This includes item blocks like the purple and yellow types. So anyways guys, let's move on to the teleporter blocks. These blocks do the same teleportation method, just like the warp blocks, but are blocks with teleporters that teleport you from one place to another when you stand on top of the block. But these blocks have the same glow stick liquid that they contain, just like the arrow sign, but with a different color, and if you try to drink the glow stick liquid, it will lead to the same glow stick liquid fate as the arrow sign. But as the ingredients in glow stick liquid are non-toxic, it can be irritating. It still has the same color types as the warp block, but have the green and purple types, rather than the warp block's purple and yellow types that I mentioned earlier. And finally, here is the message block. This item block can be used for putting out messages in levels like adventure levels, and there are new item blocks called NPC blocks that have the same code as the message block, but can't talk at all since they don't support a program to use TTS voices within the Level Maker app. But here's the truth about the consumption of this item block. Although you'll find it tastes similar to candy bubbles, this item block is rendered to as an edible bubble with artificial food coloring, meaning that according to my research on Google, eating edible bubbles with artificial food coloring is likely cause temporary side effects like colorful poop, and potentially an upset stomach, but it's generally safe if made with FDA-approved dyes. But consuming large amounts of edible bubbles with food coloring could cause an allergic reaction in sensitive individuals or hyperactivity in some children. So anyways, that's the end of this video. Also, before I end this video with a goodbye message, I would like to say that I only have 4 days left before I switch to the Adobe Premiere app for iOS and eProtos devices, but not the overpriced subscriptions to use the app with and not the PC version, since I don't have a PC. Since the KineMaster app is used by a lot of mobile or tablet users who use this app don't have or want access to other video editing software, such as Vegas Pro, Adobe Premiere, and other video editing software. So anyways guys, goodbye, and see you for the next video, titled How Long Would You Survive After Eating Each Level Maker Vehicle, and this video premieres on October 16, 2025.